George, the Healthy Cooking Show, showing you healthy can be delicious. And you ever wonder how you can beat the summer heat? Well, what food can help you fight the scorching heat in the summer? Well, one food that we're going to tell you about today is the cucumber. Yes, the cucumber can help quench your thirst, and it has lots of vitamins too. So on today's Eat Right by George, we're going to be cooking with cucumbers. We're actually going to make a Greek cucumber dip that is just fantastic. That's going to be for the first part of the show, and then the second part of the show, I'll be demonstrating how to make homemade pita bread that you can dip inside of your cucumber dip. All those great recipes here on Eat Right by George. So for the cucumber dip, Greek style, we're going to need 5 cloves of garlic. We're going to need 2 cups of yogurt, which I put in this casserole dish and stirred up. I'm going to put that aside. We're going to need the juice of 1 lemon. We'll need 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin, and 3 tablespoons of Tzatziki seasoning, which is actually cucumber dip, which you can get from Wild Tree. And we're going to need to also use some fresh herbs as well. If you have mint and dill growing in your garden, those are optional. You can put those in this dip as well. But right now we have the seasoning blend here that has these all ready for us, so it's a lot easier. So for our Greek cucumber dip, you want to take 5 cloves of garlic, tap them with your French knife, and take off the peel. As you can see, it comes right off. Just give them a light tap. And of course, garlic, an excellent nutritious food to be adding. It adds flavor, but it also adds nutrition. Helps fight cholesterol. Keeps your blood platelets from sticking, which is often common in people with high cholesterol. We peel these right off. As you can see, this is a big one here. And the nice thing about garlic is you can also grow it in your garden. Very easy to grow. You just put the bulb in and they sprout right up within a few days. This one's already has the peel taken off. And what you want to do with garlic is cut the ends off. So you cut the ends off, because you don't want those in the dip. They would be too hard. So using my French knife, and cut those off, put those aside. And then you want to mince your garlic. So you want to take each one, slice it lengthwise, and then you're going to slice it again crosswise. So very carefully slice them lengthwise. And this recipe calls for quite a bit of garlic, because it gives it that nice kick that it needs. Make sure there's no peels on there. Now you can also get already minced garlic, but I really prefer the fresh garlic over the pre-minced garlic. That tends to have a little bit too much flavor, overpowering. You want to mince your garlic here. Another great thing you can do with garlic when you cut it lengthwise is saute it in a little bit of olive oil. That gives it a nice little flavor. You can make garlic chips. If you want something to snack on, you can make little garlic chips. Those are healthy too. Now when we're mincing, that means that we're making the cuts very tiny. So you want to take your time and go over it. Get our garlic nice and fine. Now if I were to send you chopped garlic, that means that at this stage, this is chopped, as you can see, that it's bite-sized pieces. But we want it even more fine, so we mince it. So you would take your French knife and chop with both hands till you get the pieces nice and fine. As you can see here, they're now minced. And my next step would be to take my grater, and I'm going to take the small side here, and I'm going to grate my cucumber. But before I do that, I want to take the ends off first, clean up my cucumber a little bit. So you would take the ends off because those tend to be a little bit bitter, so you don't want the bitter ends in your cucumber dip. Then you want to take it, cut it in half, and then take each one. And you can leave the peel on, but if you want it to have a little bit less of that cucumber peel taste, you can take it off. So I'll just take a little bit of it off. If you want it to be smoother, you can take all of it off. So I leave some of the peel on because a lot of the nutrition is in the peels too, so we don't want to take it all off. So next, I'm going to take a nice plate and I'll grate my cucumber. Some recipes call for taking the seeds out, but I don't think that's necessary because a lot of the juice is in the middle and you don't want to lose that flavor. So I like to grate the whole cucumber. And get all that nutrition in there too. You also burn a lot of calories here too. So when you're grating, you just want to move it all around. It's really the hardest part of this entire recipe is just grating your cucumber. And cucumbers, I mean, they're so great to cook with. You can do so many different things. You can use them for salads. You can use them in dips as this one. Very versatile vegetable. You can also make a little drink from cucumbers, nutrition drink, because they have so many vitamins. They have minerals like potassium. They have antioxidants. They're a diuretic. That means that they can help you with your, if you have high blood pressure, it can help with your body getting rid of excess water in your system. We have antioxidants that protect against Alzheimer's too. They've been doing studies. People eating cucumbers seem to have less Alzheimer's. Now you notice we have two cucumbers. One is for the grating and the other one is going to be for the garnish. So that's the wonderful thing about this recipe is you can use the cucumber as a garnish and dip your cucumber in the yogurt and then dip different vegetables like peppers. Okay. So we got that in there. As you can see, there's a little bit of juice in there as well. Just enough. We'll put this aside. And then next, just add your cucumber. To your dish here. I'm also going to add my garlic. So this is now in there, the 2 cups of Greek yogurt. Making it really easy, we just remember 2 cups of Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 5 cloves of garlic, making it real simple to remember this recipe. Oh yeah. Now it's all coming together. Great food for the summer, because I know a lot of people out there, they don't want to do too much cooking in the summer indoors. They don't want to get the house all hot, scorching hot. They don't want to turn on the oven and produce too much heat in the home. Their air conditioning is on. So this is the perfect recipe right here. So I've combined my first few ingredients there. Now next, what I want to do is get the juice of a lemon. Put this aside for a second. So you want to take the juice of 1 lemon. It's going to give it a little zing. Be careful if any seeds get in there. Make sure to take them out. Got a seed. And once again, the other side here. They're like the perfect combination when you have the garlic and lemon and cucumber and yogurt. It's such a popular dip. You've seen it in a lot of sandwiches too. It's called Tzatziki in Greek. Now next, we always add our herbs. So this is a special blend. This is called Tzatziki seasoning. It has mint and dill inside. It has sea salt, a little bit of vinegar powder as well. And you need 3 tablespoons. And then we're going to need 2 tablespoons of our olive oil, extra virgin. Put in there. And our final ingredient is going to be the apple cider vinegar. And I'm sure many of you have heard about the wonderful health benefits of apple cider vinegar. It's excellent for your immune system. It's very safe to use. You can take a couple tablespoons every day as a supplement. Or you can put it in your food, like salad dressings, dips. And I'm going to show you in a minute how it looks. And how to garnish it too. So 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar. It's also going to give it an added kick, a little bit more flavor. What a great dip to have in the summer. It will be just wonderful. Your friends will love it because it's something a lot of people don't think to make. And remember, it shouldn't be too thick or too runny. It should have some body to it. Now I'm going to show you how to garnish this. Here is our cucumber. Just want to cut the ends off. And then you can make little stripes. This decoration. Oh. And what I like to do as a garnish is cut my cucumber in half. And half once again, you want to quarter it. And cut it into strips. And put that inside of our dip as a little decoration. This part you can put in the center. And there you have it. Take a little bit of the olive oil that you have left over and just sort of drizzle it on top. And there you have it, a summer Greek cucumber dip, which is excellent to serve with pita bread, with different vegetables on sandwiches, and great for picnics. The only other thing to do next is put it in your refrigerator for at least a half hour so that it can chill. Then it'll be ready to serve. Here on Eat Right by George. Next, coming up, I'll demonstrate how to make some homemade pita bread. So stick around. Welcome back to the Eat Right by George Cookie Show, showing you healthy can be delicious. In the first part, we demonstrated how to make a Greek yogurt cucumber dip. And now, we're going to show you how to make a homemade pita bread that you can dip inside the Greek cucumber dip. In order to make the pita bread homemade, you're going to need about 5 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, if you want, you can also cut that in half. Do 2.5 cups all-purpose flour and 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour if you want to make it a little bit more healthy. Also, you're